then turn up on this shit. Give me that deuce I get 42, Hoazoo, make me do some crazy shit. Fuck him good, now he shaking, call that nigga crazy legs. Mixing blue with the green hunters, that shit look like crazy bread. That ain't my man, but that's my man, though, so watch your hands.
Hi guys, so I'll be doing a full face tutorial today. As you can see, I'm starting out with my brows. I already put milk magnesia on them, so I'm just using a brown and filling them in, you know. And so I just make sure I just get to all areas of the eyebrow, and then I'm speeding it up for you guys on the parts where it really don't need to be looked at like that. So yeah, I'm doing the other one, as you can see. Yup. You know, my eyebrows, one, I naturally have an arch, and one I kind of have to create an arch. So yeah. Okay, so I'm sprucing up that other eyebrow. You see the tail of that one is a little thinner than the other one, but that's okay because we're gonna go back. I actually spend a lot of time on my eyebrows. I'm using some NYX matte foundation around my eyebrows. It's another one that I use. It's my favorite. It's actually at Family Dollar, but they've seemed to be out of it. So I'm going to use an angled brush and put some of that product on, lather the angled brush on so it's on every angle of it, and start in the middle of my eyebrow at the arch, because that way you have a little bit more control. If you start at the tip, then you kind of like, you're there already, but if you start at the middle, you can kind of gauge where you're going. And then I do the top again, starting sort of at the middle. Kind of messed up there, but hey, the thing about makeup, you just got to keep going. So yeah, getting that right. And you want to always, you know, take a look at the mirror straight ahead and make sure it's looking right. So we're gonna blend that out. I'm listening to some, I don't know, I think it's my favorite song, Real Baby Pluto. So I'm listening to that. That's why I'm lipping it. So here's the other eyebrow. This is the eyebrow I feel like I have the most issue on. This is the one that I kind of already have an arch, but I have to like manipulate it to look like the arch that I've created in the other eyebrow. And so you see under there, like right there in that middle part, there's like a little bit of space, but it's okay because I see everything. We're going to get that right. So to the top, and there I actually started at the middle, at the beginning, only because I wanted that one to be as congruent to the other one as possible. And so fixing the tail, blend it out. Yes, here we go. All right, then we look at the camera. Everything look all right? It look all right? Yeah, so now I go in with some black, a black pencil, and I kind of fill in on that brown because I don't want to start with black because then your eyebrows are too like dark. But if you do brown and then some black and fill it in, it kind of adds a little bit more depth and it looks realer to me. Yeah, right. See, I'm right. And I also make sure that tail is sharp as possible. I'm doing the other one. Just getting it right. And I also have one eyebrow, like more, it's thicker than the other one. So you see that part I was talking about? I'm going up under there, cleaning that line up because I know they're sisters, they're not twins. But again, I'll try to make mine as congruent to my eye as possible. I'm sprucing that up. And that actually, like, I don't know if it activates the hair in the products, but it kind of makes your hairs come out a little bit more. So again, it adds that fuzz, you know, making your eyebrows look flawless. And then I put some in the middle just so it's not a harsh line. It's kind of like a fade. I don't like that obvious fade, but you know, a little soft fade, that's all right. You know. Now we're gonna go into our eyeshadow base. So I didn't put any like primer on under, or I usually do milk magnesia, but whatever. So I had got the same stuff that I use for my eyebrows, and I put that on my brush, pat that on my lids, just so that can be the base of my eyeshadow that I'm going to put on there. Next, I'm going to get some Anastasia translucent powder. I believe that's Anastasia. I hope so. I can't really see. With a beauty blender, dap that on there and pat that on my lids. Then I'm going to get, oh wait, we're not there yet. So we do the other one. Pat, 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 pat. And I'm going to get a powder brush, my e.l.f. powder brush, and, you know, wipe that off. Then I got my makeup brushes. You know, I'm not good with names and stuff, but as working with brushes, you'll be more familiar with, you know, some of the brushes that you're more familiar with, how it lays the product. All right, so now we're gonna get into it, baby. So I wanted to do a blue look. Of course, I have this little cleaner thing. You want to clean your brushes off before you use them because, well, I just need to clean out my brushes, period. We're going to go in with that blue and using my favorite Sephora brush. I just remember this was $11. It's a Pro Crease brush. I had this for years and this is absolutely my favorite. So I'm going to get that blue, the light blue. I think it was the light blue. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just doing a voiceover right now. Sorry. And I'm going to put that in my crease. And honey, you need to blend. If you don't do anything else with makeup, you need to blend. Like blending. That's literally a workout. So you do that, and as you're doing that, you just want to look at the camera and make sure that it's looking right, sis. Because you don't want to be blending and then it's not looking right. Always just, you know, look after you lay a product. So now I'm getting another blending brush. This one's a little bit bigger. It's kind of a different size than the other one, but it's a little floofier, whatever. And I'm putting that slightly under, but sort of in the crease in the same motion. And that was with a lighter blue, I believe, or a different blue. And again, blending is what is going to make it look seamless. So after you're pretty much finished with that one, and you've been looking in the mirror and applying the product, now we can start with our next layer. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Now the next thing is going to be a small brush. I'm going to use a dark color, like I think it was black. No, it was a dark blue from my Urban Decay On The Run palette. And again, put that one slightly under, but still do the same hand motions that you were doing. And you see that kind of pulls it together. I have very small eyelids, so I don't have a lot of space to work with. So sometimes I have trouble, you know, trying to figure out what type of eyeshadow look I want. I think I'm going to try the Halo one next because that one is really pretty on my eyes. So you want to blend that out and also blend it up a little with the other colors that were there. And just take your time and blend. You know, have some music on. All that. All right, so now I'm getting my favorite, no, that wasn't my favorite brush, but another fluffy brush. I think the one that I used to apply the second color. I'm cleaning it off, and then I'm just going over the entire thing that I did, but not all the way up. And that's going to kind of take the harshness out of the edges from bringing that deeper blue up with the smaller brush. And again, clean it in between uses because now we're not wanting to apply anything. We're just wanting to blend it out. So you want it to be freshly cleaned. So blend. Yes, this is literally a wrist workout for sure. So you see how it's looking now? It's looking like a shadow and not like just some pigment, you know, just colored powder placed. So do that, take some looks. All right, we liking it. Now we're going to use a black from the Urban Decay On The Run with a small brush and dap that in the corners. I personally, in my own opinion, I feel like I could have used even a smaller brush and applied this and did the same hand motions because then it would have been like a smaller, darker shadow, if that makes sense. Like I said, I have small lids, so you know I have to use small brushes. But so you see there, I'm putting it on, and then you want to just kind of like brush it out slowly so it can have that effect of a shadow. like an airbrushed look. Take a look. How's it looking? Looking decent. Looking decent. Now we are going to we got a clean brush, the same clean brush. We cleaned it off. And then we just are going to go over where we went with that small black brush. A small brush with the black on it, and just blend that out clean with a clean brush. So it gives that shadow effect. You see me? You see me. Right. So we're doing that. And then we're going to get, I don't even know. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, I think that's my favorite brush. Yes, my favorite brush, the Sephora one we used in the beginning. And we're going to get that first color that we used in the beginning and just put that a little bit above the crease just to add that color kind of back in, or just do a little bit more. I like to start with less and then, you know, input others if I need to later on. So yeah, we're doing that. Now we're going to do the cut crease. I'm not a pro at these, but a lot of people like them. So I got a circular brush, and then I started to put this white concealer stuff that I had on, and I just kind of followed my eye. And then I used the black small brush, with the black on it, and kind of did the edges like that to give it like a shadow look. See here, this is why I said I feel like I could have used a smaller black brush in the beginning, because if I'm going to go over it again with the black brush, it could have just been less deep and more blue, like less like a black, but more blue, if that makes any sort of sense to you. So now here I'm fixing that cut crease a little bit. I think I actually ended up using a different brush. No, this isn't the one. Disregard that. So yeah, we're fixing that cut crease, making the lines as neat as possible. Hey, it is what it is at this point. Just keep going. All right, so I got some blue and I'm patting that on. I'm actually going to get a different brush this time. I feel like this definitely needed a smaller, more crisp brush. So yeah, that's where I used a different one. And I put that light blue in the beginning, just to sort of soften it up. And you also want to put it on the bottom lid too, just so you're popping with color, period. And here I'm doing the same thing. I'm just putting more product on. Now this one, I'm going to get the NYX blue and the bigger brush that I used in the beginning, and I'm going to put that in the middle. So that's going to be in the middle between where the black or the gray meets, you know, the lid. So, and that's going to, again, add like a little bit of a shadow effect, not just like a one solid color. So I'm back in with the black shadow a little bit and just putting that over that second blue that I put there, just to sort of enhance that shadow and make it seamless. And then here, a clean blendy brush, that fluffy one, I cleaned it off again, and then I just blended out what I just did. You see me. Right. Okay, so now, oh, we're still doing that. Okay, so now we're done. And then we're gonna, you know, go in there and just fix that up a little bit. Now it looks right, and we're gonna get some glitter. I absolutely love glitter, so I'm gonna get some silver glitter. I used some glitter glue on there before, but we're gonna put that where the black or the gray kind of meets that blue, but not on the first blue, on the second blue, so you can just see a little bit of our gradients. You see me. There we go. So I kind of messed up a little bit up there, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna just do what we can to make this look presentable. Now this liner was tragic, and I just said, you know what, we're not gonna do a wing, we're just gonna do a line. And thankfully the line worked out. So now we're putting our lashes on, period. I love thick fluffy lashes. Those are my favorite, my absolute favorite. Make sure it's on. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're gonna do the other one. just plop them on, and the look is almost there. Now you can go out like this if you want. Me, I don't really like wearing foundation all the time. Sometimes I'll just do brows and lashes, and occasions I'll do some shadow, and that's it. But I kind of do feel like the look is more finished when you got that foundation on. So I'm fixing it up, putting my highlighter under the brow. I used like a silver one since I had on silver glitter. And there we go, boo-boo. You cute, you cute. Now I'm going to go in with some face primer. I actually used the wrong foundation in the beginning of the video. I tried to use my Marc Jacobs one, but working where I've been working for the past couple months, I've been getting not a tan, but you know, a little bit darker from the sun. That's cool. That's cool. So that shade was not for me. Maybe like, you know, when I get another job and I'm not out in the sun so much, but I'm going to use my MAC foundation, which is like the perfect color for me. And I get a little darker from outside. So you want to rub that into your face and just get it everywhere. This is the foundation. I don't apply mine like this, but I just did that for the video. I usually just put it on my wrist. We're going to just floof that out and try to get it on everywhere. I heard if you do the side of your face that you're most unfamiliar with, then you do the side that you're most familiar with. That's a way you can put it on evenly. I just go with the flow and hopefully I remember what I touched. Because this foundation to me is like seamless and it's like my color. And I also like applying foundation with a beauty blender. So now this I had my Fenty concealer. I put that under my eyes, patted that in. I put that on my wrist, then put it under my eyes. I don't like to put it on my face and then rub it in because I just don't feel like it like goes on sort of evenly or how I would like to do it. Next, we're gonna get some powder, that Anastasia powder. No, actually we got our foundation brush and we blended that out just so it kind of looks the same, similar. Now we're going to get our, now we're going to look. And then we're going to get our brown, our dark brown, and kind of bronze in the face, I guess. Is that what it's called? Like add some depth. Some of this stuff I don't really be knowing the name. I got to really update myself on some of this stuff. Cute, cute. All right, so our Anastasia powder now, that's what we put on the lids earlier. We're going to put that under our eyes, our chin, and I put that kind of above my eyebrows. Then I used my fluffy brush, my powder brush from e.l.f. and blended that out. Again, that's what I use on the lids. This is some blush. We're going to apply that. I sometimes forget blush. But blush is kind of important, I feel. So there we go. Now we are going to do some highlighter. That silver e.l.f. highlighter, I think it's called Moonlight. Put some on our nose. Then we're going to fluff out that Anastasia stuff that we put on our forehead and under our eyes. We're gonna do some brown lip liner. Oh, yes, baby. Juicy. Some gloss. And then I have this pink. I don't like to just put a whole bunch of pink over it, but I like to do an ombre pink because it kind of looks natural and just, oh, yes, ma'am. And we are complete. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Follow me. Ciao.